like our elf had a hot date last night. What do you think? He says, I don't care. I just want my cookie. I don't care what that elf is. Amber? I don't think she even realized. Oh, yeah, she does. Look at those eyes. Just feed me eyes. Okay. Get your cookie. Oh, my gosh. Get your cookies and let him stay with his new girlfriend. Sit. Good boy. Say yay, morning cookies. Where are you? Hold on. So I totally just messed up my makeup. If you follow me, oh my god, it's so bad. If you follow me for infertility, you need to hear Garth Brooks' new song, Mom. This morning, my friend Tandy sent me a video link, or a link to a video, or a website that had a video link. And she said, because she has infertility too, and she said, well, let me read the text. That'll probably be easier. I think Garth Brooks wrote a song for us, and she sent me the link to the song. Well, it's an article, so below, like in the description box, I'm going to link one of the videos of it I can find on YouTube. But it's like it was written, I don't know, I feel like if you have fertility issues, it's going to touch your heart. I saw a lot of comments on the video from people that had infertility, and then I saw a lot of people commenting, this is the most, and as somebody that's going to adopt, this is the rudest thing you can say to somebody with infertility is, why don't you just adopt? Because one, like, we plan on adopting, foster adopting. It's a long process. It's not something that happens overnight, and we're not even like, I mean, we want to adopt out of CPS, and we always planned on that, but that doesn't change the fact that, like, as a person, you don't want to ever, like, feel what it's like to be pregnant or have a living thing that has your genes or have a baby from the time it's in your womb. Now, like, I've always thought, like, when we adopt, we'll probably tell our child that instead of growing in my belly, you grew in our heart. But, yeah, like, I don't... For some people, adoption isn't for everyone, and if it's not for somebody, then they shouldn't be adopting. If they don't think that they can give that kind of love to a child that needs it, like, that wouldn't be fair to that child. So to tell people, why don't you just adopt? Well, that's not for everyone. Just because it's for us doesn't mean it's for another family. And that's the coldest, rudest thing you can say to somebody. I can't stand when people say that. Why don't you just adopt? Because unless you're in that person's shoes, which I feel like I can say that because we plan on adopting, like, even planning on adopting, I still think that's a horrible thing to say to somebody. And it usually comes from somebody that has no idea what it's like to be infertile, or usually sometimes comes from people with kids or people that don't ever want kids, that don't know that, like, natural urge to have a child of your own, that's your own biological child. Or to even, like, for me, it's more about being pregnant and getting that experience, and, like, it's a experience for you guys as a couple. It's just like, yes, you might love the child the same, but the experience isn't the same. And for some people, they're not interested in adoption, and they might not, you know, be able to love one child as much as they would love their biological child. So is it fair to a child to adopt one and then end up getting pregnant somehow with your own, and then loving one child more? Like, I mean, I think that can happen, and I think that maybe that's why adoption isn't for everyone, and I just think that's something we should stop telling people that are infertile. I was offended by it, and I plan on adopting, so I don't know. I'm just not going to be able to get through this video because every time I try to talk, the dogs start doing something. First, Amber, even though I showed her elf on a shelf was no longer on the wreath, she keeps jumping up there and almost knocking my music boxes down. So I took him down, and she's still doing it. And then now Ralph's eating stuff, and they want me to get through the video. So I'm gonna stop filming for now, but I'm gonna link that video below. And if you're not like if you're just watching me and you don't have infertility issues, like I hope that if anything you learn from this, stop saying that to people, because it doesn't help anything. It doesn't make us feel better. And while some of us do want to adopt and are planning on it or trying to be in the process of it, it doesn't help. It's hurtful. And it's unnecessary. So I hope that at least if you guys aren't following me for infertility, you'll take that away from that. If you know, just think before you speak to somebody going through this. You know, I was a preschool teacher for 8 years, and I never even gave having kids. Like, I knew we wanted kids eventually, but I didn't at the time. Like, when I was working with kids, I was just, I don't know if it's because I had them around me all the time or what, but I just wasn't ready. It wasn't in our plan yet. And when we always wanted them, but I was in no rush, no urge, and I probably was one of those people that was like, just adopt. You know, I probably might have had that mentality because I hadn't gone through this. And once you go through it, you learn like so much, and it's something that I hate that anyone has to go through, but it changes you, and that answer just isn't, like, it's not helpful. I have never told anyone that, even when we weren't ready for kids, but as somebody that's been on the other side where I'm like, we're not ready for kids yet, we don't want kids yet, I can tell you that that's still not an acceptable thing to say, even if you are in that position. So just think before you speak. That's all this little clip is about. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I took another ovulation test, and it's still not positive. Looks like it's getting a little closer. It's not focusing. Looks like it's getting a little closer, but still not positive yet. I think I'm going to do a hold for like 3 more hours and go get a Dollar Tree one, because I don't think I'm holding it long enough. Okay, if y'all like aren't here for trying to conceive, you're probably like, what in the hell? But yeah, you have to like restrict your pee. And I just don't think I'm doing it long enough. I did 3 hours. This is the first time using these tests. I don't know if I like them. But it looks like it's getting close. So I'm going to go buy a Dollar Tree one because I'm out. So Amber saw me walking across the room with a, look at her, a bag of marshmallows. And the year before last, I had gave her a couple that I had left over, and she's like obsessed with them. So every time of the holidays when we have marshmallows, I always give her like 1 or 2, not too many, because you don't want to like give them that much sugar, but just once in a blue moon is a treat, isn't gonna hurt them. But she's like obsessed. Look at her. I was holding 2, and I realized Ralph has never had a marshmallow. You've never had one. Look, okay, I love you. I love you. Say I love you. Love you. Okay, stop torturing you. Ralph, your very first marshmallow. What do you think, Ralph? What do you think? You're really indifferent. What do you think? Did you like it? Meh. You're silly. So I went to go to the Dollar Tree to buy an ovulation test from there, and our area is just going so downhill. Like, we said we wanted to stay in this house a few more years, but I think we're going to need to start talking about, like, I don't know, looking at other areas, because, like, not just because of this, just because this area is getting really dangerous. It's on the news a lot for, like, shootings and people getting robbed and mugged and stuff, and it's getting to the point where I don't feel safe. Like, even if I carry a gun, I still don't feel safe going some places alone. Like the Walmart, like Justin doesn't like me to go alone. But so anyways, I went into the Dollar Tree and there was shit all over the floor. Like everything was on the floor. The line was like backed up, which I didn't understand because there was like 4 people in there that were working there and they were standing at the registers and they were talking and laughing and only one girl working. And I don't know, maybe they weren't on the clock yet or maybe they were on their break. So I'm not going to pass judgment on that. But like, it was just a mess in there. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I don't have the patience for this. I'm just going to test again tomorrow and just cover bases and, you know, do the baby dance tonight anyway. Because, yeah, I'm just not in the mood for that line. And I can't stand when I go in stores and there's crap just everywhere, all over the ground. It like annoys me. It's just so disrespectful to like the store. I know that sounds dumb, but like, I don't know. And other people that go there and it ruins merchandise and it's just trashy. So I don't know. They're like laying down now. Hi. Now you have the worst cough timing. What? You gonna talk? You speaking? Gosh, such a showboat. Such a showboat. Okay, we're gonna watch American Horror Story now. We're like 1 episode behind. Amber. She is being so showboaty every time I turn this camera on. Ralph just beat... Oh my god, I hope that picked up on the camera. He totally farted. Ralph, did you fart? Now you won't look? Are you so embarrassed? You should be embarrassed. Anyways, we're going to watch this now. Okay, it's bedtime for me. And I don't think I recorded that much today. And I'm sorry, but there just wasn't anything that interesting going on. So, just in the day 7. I can't believe it's already December 7th. Holy crap. It's going by fast. Okay, see you guys tomorrow.